And welcome into Pencak Sports Network for tonight's coverage between the Kiski Area Cavaliers and the Indiana Little Indians tonight. Big noon tip-off up in the corner there. You can't see it right now. But this game was supposed to take place on Tuesday, but was rescheduled to today due to weather. So, we are ready to go. Starting lineups. So, 23 seconds until starting lineups and all that are said. Tonight, Kiski enters at 9-6, 3-4 in conference, coming off a loss to Greensburg-Salem. Indiana, on the other hand, 11-3, 5-1 in conference. Lost a tough one to PT, 37-50. PT came out and scored 44 points in the second half, which is just insane. Final score last time these two met, 53-24. Indiana won it. So it is time now to send it down to the PA announcer for Kiski Area. So those are tonight's starting lineups. Should be a good one tonight. 53-24 last time they played. Last game, or take that back. Last game against Greensburg-Salem, DeVito was 100% at free throws. Team-wise, they were 57%. For Indiana against PT, they were 31% on free throws. If we look at field goals, Indiana was 38%. Last game, Indiana was 35. I mean, Kiski was 35. Against the Kiski defense, Indiana shot 58% at field goals. So will that be the same today, not tonight? We'll have to find out. But number 11, Kuliger, number 30, Betzinger were 100% at three-pointers against that Kiski defense again. And that's about it. Pencak was 100% for Kiski at her field goals at Indiana, so definitely going to need to score a lot of baskets today if they're going to want to win this. So Joyce will control the tip. Passes it over to Hynak. Over to Bell, back to Joyce. Joyce near the right. Over to Pencak. Pencak back to Joyce. Dribbling across the arc. And Bell almost loses it there, but saves it. And Hutton breaks away. And it's a two-point basket for Indiana. And immediately forces Kiski to call a timeout. So, well, that was fast. So Kiski, on the other hand, just traveled to Greensburg-Salem on Thursday, lost 47-31. Indiana, like I said, they haven't played since I think the 13th. They've been on a decent break. They were on a 1-2-6 game winning streak until they lost to PT. So it's definitely a hard loss. Oh, we got to wait. All right, there we go. All right. So Hynak in trouble. Back to Joyce. Full court press by the Indians. DeVito, Pencak recovers it there. Joyce near the logo. Over to Hynak on the left. DeVito at top of the key. Back to Hynak. Back to Joyce. Back to Hynak. Back and forth. Kiski likes to pass. Sharpshooter for the Indians going to be number 1, Antonucci. Definitely want to watch out for her. And DeVito puts up a shot, and it's off the iron. So that's number 11, Kuliger. Goes over to Hutton. Back to Kuliger. Over to Antonucci. Back to Kuliger. Over to the right, that's Hutton. Into Kuliger in the paint, puts up a shot, and it puts too much on it. And Kiski will take it over. DeVito, she'll take it all the way, and she does not get that. 2 missed field goals for her early. Layups, really. Hutton to Antonucci, back to Hutton. Farrow, back to Hutton on the right. And that was Kuliger, tried to get it into Stossel. Couldn't complete the pass. Joyce passes it off to Hynak. They have not gained any court space. Pencak now in the game, and a foul that'll go on probably number 3. Yep, number 3. That's going to be Farrow. That's her first. Indiana up 2, 5:50 left in the first. Pencak gets it out there to Joyce on the right. She'll try to drive in, doesn't get it, and Bell can't save it there. Roll out, and Indiana will take over. So ever since that timeout, Indiana not been able to get a layup, so maybe that helped. Hutton will bring it down the floor. Off to Antonucci. That's Allison. Back to Antonucci. Back to Allison. Into Kuelger. Antonucci saves that one. Almost went out there. Hutton. But Antonucci takes a three, and it's in. Can't leave her open, or she'll do that every time. So number 15, that's going to be Allison, commits the foul there. Joyce crosses midcourt. Going towards the corner on the left. Backs out. Stops her dribble over to DeVito. Hand off to Joyce, still on the left side. Tries to drive in, gets it to DeVito. Travel. Thought about the three, but it ended up forcing a travel. Kuelger. Over to Hutton. Back to Kuelger. Back to Antonucci. And they get it across. That is going to be number 3, Farrow. Farrow back to Hutton. Over to Antonucci, rips another three. Oh, it's off the ring. Thought she had it. And a basket there. Kuelger. Hynak loses the ball, but it'll be out on Indiana. That's Hutton there getting a hand on it. So Joyce will cross the 10-second line. Kiski needs something here. They're still held scoreless. DeVito rips a corner three off the front of the rim. Currently, the only people taking shots for the Cavaliers is DeVito. 3-point-wise, last time these two met, Kiski was 0% at their three-pointers, while Indiana was 33%. So Indiana's defense really didn't get any open looks for the Cavaliers. They didn't score any last game. Well, Kiski already let up one early and haven't been able to respond. 7 unanswered for Indiana. Hutton near the logo. Dribble towards the right. The left. Back to Antonucci. Rips another three, but from our angle, obviously that's out. And that's number 3, Farrow put up a shot there. Didn't go in. Make sure to check out Instagram and Twitter. The tags are on the screen at breaks. And that's Antonucci, another one. But as we were saying, Instagram and Twitter, final scores, all that good stuff is always on there, so check it out. So Joyce over to Hynak near the logo. Back to Joyce there on the left. Again, big noon tip-off tonight. It's up in the corner. DeVito going towards that right-hand side. Back to Pencak. Pencak on the baseline. Over to Hynak. And jump. No. Kuelger comes out with it. So Farrow puts up a shot over the rim. That's Strussel makes it. And another full 60-second timeout by the Cavaliers. 2:40 left early in this first quarter, and Indiana up by 12. But Kiski. No response. So momentum right now in the hands of Indiana. We thank you for tuning in to Pencak Sports Network, and we'll catch you after the break. All right, and we are back here. Again, Indiana up by 12. Kiski yet to respond. Kiski does have possession, though, here coming out of the timeout, but definitely going to need a basket here if they're going to want to get back into this one. So Joyce, with speed, steps out. Indiana ball. Hutton over to Antonucci. Back over to Farrow. Kilger to Antonucci. Antonucci already 2 threes. 50%. And that's Farrow rips a shot there. Doesn't get it. And it'll stay with Indiana. Hutton to, that is Betzinger, or no, Strussel. I was thinking of last game. Hynak. Pretty much a pitch to DeVito. Back to Hynak on the right side. Over to Plowman near the corner. Drives in, doesn't take the shot. Hynak puts up a jumper. And it's off the rim. That's the first person other than DeVito to take a shot. That's Strussel down there. Back out to Antonucci. Deep 2, and it's in. 14 unanswered for Indiana. Out on Kiski. Indiana ball. I mean, this, for Kiski, it's just been a punchless offense. And just nothing going. So Hutton will bring it across the court. Antonucci. Back out to, that is Kuiger. Back to Farrow. To Strussel. Back to Antonucci. Over to Hutton. Rips a 3. And it's off the rim. I thought that was going to go in for a second. Bell puts up a shot, and it is not in either. That is Hutton bringing it down the floor for Indiana. She will get a foul called. It'll be on the floor because she's obviously not shooting. Foul goes on number 15. That is Horsacek. Kiski. That's Hutton. Puts up a 3. Doesn't get it. DeVito tried to get it to Horsacek. Could not connect. DeVito gets a foul called under there. That's her first. Team's third. All right. That's Kuliger off to Antonucci near the right. And going towards kind of the left. Now back towards the right on the logo. 20 seconds to go, trying to just drain time here. Up 14. Will Kiski be held scoreless for this first quarter? As undetermined. Jump ball there. That'll be in favor of Indiana. So Kiski just haven't had any luck yet. 12.3 seconds remain. Antonucci gets it out to Hutton. Back to Antonucci. Back to Hutton. Drives in, puts up a shot, and it's too much on it. DeVito gets the rebound. And that's Farrow's second foul. And that's Bell, puts up a shot, and it's short. And that is the end of the first. Kiski held scoreless here in the first quarter. 14-0, Indiana up. We thank you for tuning into Pencak Sports Network. First up, the Selfie Spot AK Valley, servicing the greater Pittsburgh area for all your photo booth needs. The Selfie Spot AK Valley can be at your birthdays, grad parties, weddings, school dances, and more. We are a modern-day photo booth, and we can't wait to be at your special day. Mention the Pencak Sports Network for a discount. Text the number 724-594-5538. Check out their Facebook and Instagram pages at the Selfie Spot AK Valley for more info and pictures from past events. A big injury out for the Cavaliers. That's going to be number 32, Garcia. Got hurt a little bit ago. That's a season-ending injury for her, so she won't return. Just a big loss for the Cavaliers. Definitely needed her. Following this, the boys will play Kiski Area. They play Indiana as well. It's a section matchup. Last time Indiana won, I think, by 20. But, you know, Kiski yet to lose on their home floor. Every home game they've played, they've won. Will that change today? I don't know. Will it? Kiski recently hired a new head coach for the football team. Albert stepped down a little over probably a month ago, and he's got a new one. I think Colin Hoff, I think is how you say it. He used to coach at Edinburgh for, I think it was 4 years, something like that. So, I don't know. New football coach. Indiana, I have no idea. Football for Indiana is not their strong suit. That's Bell up at the top. Handoff to DeVito. Gets a screen there by Horsacek and a charge. Hutton there, bringing across half court, off to, that's number 30. That's number 30, Betzinger. Hutton there in trouble, gets it to Betzinger, and she doesn't put up any, or she gets it but doesn't make it. DeVito drives in and gets the shot. That's Kiski's first basket tonight. They were needing that. And she'll also go to the line to shoot an extra one. Last game, 100% at her free throws. This one will be crucial. And it's not in. Ouch. That's number 11, Kuliger, brings it down the floor. Passes it off to Antonucci there on the left. Back to Bettsinger. Over to Antonucci. Over to Hutton. And loses control. Recovers, though. Passes it off to Antonucci on the right. Back to Kuliger. Back to Strussel. Back to Hutton. Back to Antonucci. There's a lot of passing here by Indiana. Hutton thought about the three, drives in, and will get the easy 2 points there. So Kiski's layup was kind of just erased. DeVito will go flying. Hutton over to Antonucci. That's Bettsinger there in the corner. Back to Strussel, back to Kuliger. Over to Hutton. Into Bettsinger. Puts up the 2 points, and it's off the backboard there. And DeVito loses control. It'll stay at Kiski, though. All right, Joyce gets it out and will slide. Gets the foul drawn, though. 2 shots. That foul going 15, that's Allison. That should be her second. First, thought that was her second. Kiski, team-wise, they're 57% at free throws and knocks down one of them. Kuliger over to Antonucci, gets it across the 10-second line. Over to Hutton. Across the arc, gives it off to Bettsinger, going towards that right corner. Kuliger to wide open Bettsinger in the paint, and she scores it. That's number 3, Bell, gets it across the floor, loses control, and Indiana takes over. Kuliger thought about the points there, or the three-pointer there. Pencak got her hands on that pass. That pass was intended to Hutton. Goes out on Kiski, so Indiana will still remain possession. 18-3 is your score. 5:24 left in the second quarter. Hutton into Bettsinger, puts up a jumper, and it's off the back of the iron. Kiski gets the rebound. And DeVito bring it down the floor. Over to Pencak there on the left. Over to Plowman near the arc. Dribbles out a little bit. Over to DeVito. DeVito rips a 3. And it's a bank 3. Antonucci in trouble, gets it out to Strussel. Back to Antonucci, over to Hutton. Back to Antonucci. Antonucci currently 50% of her three-pointers, total 8 points this game. And that was Bettsinger put up that shot there, didn't get it. And And Kuliger puts up the shot. Doesn't go in, but does draw the foul, so she'll get 2 shots. Foul goes on to Vito. That'll be her second. First one is good. Team-wise for Indiana, they were 31% against PT, while against Kiski last game, they were 53%. So that is Kuliger foul. Not Kuliger. Kuliger foul shot. She makes one of them. Sorry, she made both. Joyce to Plowman up the top. Back to DeVito. DeVito will drive in, puts up a shot, and it'll fall. DeVito right now perfect in the second quarter and gets Kiski to 8 points. Antonucci center, or pretty much perfectly center with the hoop. And of course, if you leave her wide open, it's going in. Joyce over to DeVito. Over to Plowman. Plowman back out to, that's Bell, deep 2, does not go in. Hutton. A lot of passes there to try to get it across half court. Kiski applying pressure. And Allison with it. Tries to get that to Hutton. Bad pass. A foul is called on the floor. That'll probably go on Pencak, right? Yes. White 14. That is Pencak. And got 3:07 to go. 23-8. Kiski, or Indiana up. I almost said Kiski's up. Antonucci, corner 3, and it's in. She's also been perfect in this second quarter. 2 threes, extending her point total to 14. Pencak there on the left. Into DeVito, drives in the paint, puts up a shot, and it's not in. Joyce takes a 3, and it's off the iron. Antonucci. That's Hutton. Over to Strussel. And that was trying to get to Betzinger. It goes out. And that is Betzinger. Puts up the shot there. She's put up a total of 6 shots in this second quarter. Compared to the first, she didn't put any up. But this one, she just gets the ball and goes right up. And it draws 2 shots there for her. First one goes in. And The second one does not, and DeVito will get the rebound. Over to Pencak. And pretty much runs into a brick wall there. She can't get past it, and Antonucci will bring it down the floor for Indiana. Kuliger thought about the three. In trouble. Gets it to Antonucci. Her shot's off the rim. Bell puts up a shot, and it does not go in. That's number 3, Bell. And Kiski will remain possession. Joyce. Hand off to DeVito. Over to Pencak there on the left. Into Joyce. Takes a long 2. Puts too much on it. Jump ball in favor of Kiski. 1:08 to play. Indiana up 27-8. Joyce. Pencak puts up a shot. It's off the bottom of the backboard there, and Pencak will go to the line to shoot 2. First one goes in. Second one does not go in, and Streusel will get the rebound. Stoessel. Kuliger. Altafaro to Antonucci. Altafaro again. Dribbles across the arc, going towards the left. Over to Stoessel. And Joyce almost got her hands on that one, but does not. DeVito turns it over. 30 seconds till halftime. She drives in, and she'll make it. And she'll go to the line to shoot another. Earlier in this game. Shoot, I screwed that up. Earlier in this game, she shot. She did not get this, and she doesn't get it either. So both foul shots she's attempted tonight have not gone in. That's Antonucci. Over to Farrow. Over to Betzinger. 4. That's Farrow. Puts up the shot. Doesn't get it. And time will run out. So at halftime, Indiana's up 27-11. And so at halftime, 27-11 is your score. Indiana up. Last time at Indiana was up by 25 points at halftime. So I guess, and now they're only up by 16 here. So I guess if you want to say that they've held them to, 9 less points than when they were at their place. So maybe it's been an improved, but I don't know. But down by 16, definitely going to need a motivational halftime speech or something to get this team back rolling. So we thank you for tuning into Pencak Sports Network. More coverage after the break. All right. Second half action. I don't know. 16-point deficit for Kiski. So Hutton will start off with it. Antonucci. Over to Kuliger. Farrow. Over to Hutton. Back to Antonucci. Back to Hutton. Farrow. Near the right. Hutton on the left. Just a bunch of passing by Indiana. Antonucci backs up near the logo. Over to Strussel. Into Kuliger. Tries to put up a shot there, but can't. Antonucci. Over to Strussel. Back to Farrow. 7 minutes to go. Successfully drained a whole minute. Kuliger will get a charge called. Joyce to Bell. Back to Joyce. And Pencak puts up a shot, doesn't go in. And Pencak picks off the pass there, and Kiski will get it back. Gonna need to work fast because they don't got. I know it's only third quarter, but time can fly past faster than you think. Pencak there. Over to Pencak, corner three. Off the rim. Pencak will get 2 shots. Hopefully they can convert. They need this. That's Hutton that gets the foul called. It's only her first, so nothing to worry about. That's number 3, Bell. I mean, not Bell. That's number 3, Farrow. Wrong team there. Hutton ends up with it. Goes towards that left corner, Antonucci. And got a double team coverage there. Hutton drives in and will get the shot. And DeVito to Joyce. Kiski, after this, they got a tough few games ahead. They got Latrobe. Well, that's Pencak. Well, you look at it, Kiski Area got to play Latrobe. It's at home on, I think, Tuesday. Then they got to travel off to Hempfield. So 2 tough ones. And then they think on Friday, West Mifflin. At West Mifflin, though. And that was number 3, Farrow, put up the shot there. And then for Indiana, they will host McKeesport, and they'll also host Greensburg-Salem, so they got 2 home games coming up. Bell tries to get that to Pencak, barely gets it to her. Pencak recovers, though. Joyce into DeVito, drives in the paint, and White. Kuliger with the foul there. So that'll not be a shooting foul. That's just on the floor. And Hynek over to Pencak. Drives across the baseline, puts up a shot and can't get it. 4:30 left to go. Indiana up 29-13. Pencak will get the foul called. I'll go on Antonucci. That's her first one. So Pencak will go to the line to shoot 2. First one does go in. Second one also goes in there for Pencak. That's Betzinger. Gets it to Antonucci. Over to Allison. Into Streusel and puts up the shot and gets it there. That was a good play. I'll give it to him. That was pretty good. Pencak on the right. Handoff to Hynek. Hynek will dribble out of that situation. Pencak across the baseline, puts up a shot, puts too much on it, and it won't go in. So Indiana will have possession of it. Allison brings it down the floor. Over to Streusel and gets the foul called. 2 shots. That first one doesn't go in. Second one does go in, though. And a travel by Pencak. Indiana will take it over. Antonucci over to Stoessel, back to Antonucci on the left. She'll back up towards the logo. Gets it off to Farrow. Back to Allison, or to Allison. And Pencak almost had it. But Indiana does recover. Allison over to Hutton. She will try to drive in, loses it though, and Pencak will take it over. She'll bring it down the floor, and she'll slow it down. 2:55 to play. Indiana up 32-15. Pass is intercepted by Farrow, and she'll bring it down the floor. Antonucci to Farrow, to Allison, to Antonucci in the corner. And a timeout by Indiana. 2:30 to play. 32-15, Indiana up. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right. Third quarter action, 2:30 to play in the third, obviously. Antonucci. Allison ends up with it over to Farrow. Back to Allison. Antonucci there. That's Farrow. Probably just trying to drain a little bit of clock here. Antonucci ends up with it over to Hutton near the free throw line. Puts a shot up and it won't fall. And Pencak gets the rebound there. And it's immediately turned over by Indiana. That's Allison there. Farrow ends up with it. Into Hutton. Out to Allison. Back to Hutton. Way over to Antonucci. Into Hutton. That is Stoessel. That's a bad pass, and Kiski will take it over. Joyce will bring it down the floor. Over to Pencak. Drives in. No shot. It'll be on the floor. That's... All right, that's 2 shots. Pencak earlier was 100. Or last time she was at the line, she was perfect. Can that happen this time? It cannot. Got a violation there by Indiana. And does not go in. DeVito gets an instant rebound. It doesn't go in. So now Bell will go to the line to shoot 2. Or shoot 1, my bad. She made the basket. And it's in. So some momentum sparked in the Cavaliers. With that, the We Serve First Foundation helps the athletes with financial difficulties get the training they need to be successful on the court, in the classroom, and throughout their lives. The foundation has helped almost 120 kids get the advanced coaching in the sport of volleyball. The 2022 ABCA Sports and Ports Courage Award was presented to Tim Toy and the foundation. For more info, go to www.jamthegym.com. With that, we'll be back in 45 seconds. All right, we're back here. 1:07 to play. Indiana has possession of it. Antonucci will Pass it off to Farrow. Gets it across half court there. And Hutton recovers there for Indiana. And that's Betzinger. Loses it, and it goes off her foot. Kiski. Got a gap of space here. Need a basket. Very, very badly. A basket here. A three-pointer would put them at only a 10-point difference. But I don't know. DeVito over to Pencak. Drives in. Puts up the shot, and it's in. A spark of momentum for the Cavaliers here. Antonucci brings it across the floor. No fouls for Kiski. That'd be crucial. 20 seconds to play. That's Stossel in trouble. Double team gets it to Hutton. Wide open. Antonucci. And it's in. And yeah, you can't leave her open. Varsity throws up a shot. And it won't go in. After the end of 3, your score 35-21. Indiana up by, 14. We thank you for tuning into Pencak Sports Network. More action here on the way in 60 seconds. All right, Kiski gets the ball out of the timeout, or out of the timeout, or out of the end of first quarter timeout, or end of the third quarter timeout. DeVito, free throw, does not get it pretty much. Well, it wasn't a real free throw, but at the distance of 1. Antonucci over to Farrow. In trouble, gets it to Betzinger in the paint. Back to Antonucci, three-pointer, and it's in. Joyce into DeVito in the paint, puts up a shot, does not get it. Farrow over to Hutton, back to Antonucci. Antonucci on fire so far. And Hutton cannot get that. DeVito across the baseline, puts up a shot, and it goes in. (38-23). Indiana's up. Farrow drives in. Foul is called. It'll be on the floor. That'll go on. That'll go in DeVito. And that is her fourth. So one more, and she'll have to step out of this game. That's huge. It's a big loss for Kiski. I mean, she's not fouled out, but she does have to sit for a little bit. Antonucci drives in, puts up a jumper, and puts too much on it. And Pencak steps out, though. Indiana gets lucky there and gets it back. And gets that out to Kuliger. Kuliger into Allison, puts up the shot, does not get in. Pencak will get the rebound. And Joyce gets it. And still with it. Over to Pencak. Oh, and a foul's called. 2 shots. Last time at the line, she was 1 for 2. And that's 2 for Hutton. Second one is short there. So, a foul. That'll go on Pencak. Antonucci. That is Kuliger, back to Antonucci, across the 10-second line. Off to Kuliger, over to Antonucci, over to Farrow, back to Allison in the corner, right-hand side, into Kuliger, and a foul on the floor. And that's 2 back-to-back for her, puts her up at 3. Hutton gets it out to Kuliger, wide open layup. And a foul is called. 5:32 to play, 40-24, Kiski down by 16. So that is going to go on Kuliger. That is going to be her third. So Joyce, hand off to Pencak, over to Pencak, but it'll go off her fingertips, and Indiana will take over. .5:15 to play. Farrow tries to get that to Strussel, but it'll go out on DeVito. DeVito playing on 4 fouls. 1 more, and she has to sit the remainder of the game. Following this, 1:30. Boys will face off against Indiana. And Hutton ends up with it, drives in the paint, puts up a shot, and does not get it. Back-to-back miss there for Hutton. And a bad pass by Joyce, tries to get it to DeVito. And that's Antonucci there, drives in, doesn't take the shot, and will back out. Hand off to Allison. Puts it up, and it'll be a foul. 2 shots. Number 2, Bell, will be charged for the foul there. First one goes in. Second one does not go in. Rebound. Allison gets her own rebound with the help of others. Hutton puts up a 3 off the back of the iron. And Antonucci drives in. No shot. It'll be on the floor. That'll be 5 for Kiski, and that'll send Antonucci to the line. First one goes in. Second one also goes in. That's Bell there, number 3. Gets it way down to a wide open. Bell puts up the shot, and she's got it. Sister to sister there. Antonucci with it. Tries to get that to Kuliger. And Strussel to Allison. Near the baseline. Stops her dribble. Gets it to Antonucci. It'll go out off of Kiski. Another spark of momentum for Kiski. Antonucci there. Stops a dribble, gets it to Allison there on the right. Dribbling across the arc. Gives that off to Strussel. Antonucci to Strussel again. Jumper, and it's in. Every time Kiski gets a little momentum, Indiana just closes the box. So DeVito gets it to Pencak across the half court. Pencak long 2 off the rim. Bell long 2. So Hutton will bring it down the floor. Way over to Kuliger, corner 3, and it's off the back of the rim. Strussel doesn't get it, and DeVito will get the rebound. Antonucci there. Into Kuliger, puts it up, doesn't get it, and Pencak will get the rebound. Brings it down the floor. Drives in and doesn't get it. And a foul. 2 shots. No. Yes. That'll go on. So Allison will be charged her 3rd foul, and Pencak will shoot 2. Pencak first time at the line in a while. First one will go in. That's also her first point of the game. Second one also goes in. Timeout, Kiski. We'll be back after the break. right. Antonucci over to Hutton. She'll bring it down the floor. Hand off to Stoessel. Back to Antonucci. Over to Farrow. And Stoessel puts up the shot there. It goes in. And Bell will bring it down the floor. And that's DeVito over to Pencak. Back to Bell. Puts up the three-pointer. Doesn't go in. And Antonucci will bring it down the floor. Just under 2 minutes to play. 47-28. Kiski up. And Pencak is charged for the crime. Ferraro will shoot two. First one does fall. Second shot is up, and it is good. 1:46 to play. Bell over to Strelick. Back to Pencak. Over to Bell. Puts up the shot there. Doesn't get it. And DeVito put up a shot. Doesn't get it either. Bell will commit a foul there. 1:18 to play. Last time the final score was 53-24, so Kiski has surpassed the amount of points they scored last time. She was perfect at the line before, and she's not perfect this time. $1:17 to play. Kiski down by a bunch. Pencak to Strelick in the corner. Bell recovers, handoff to Pencak. Near the logo, goes towards the right, handoff to Strelick. Stops her dribble, back to Pencak, three-pointer. Doesn't go in. $55 seconds. PSN's Big Noon PSN's Big Noon tip-off presentation here of Indiana and Kiski area here on Saturday. Boys following this. And that's Stoessel over to Allison. And a foul. Black 15, that'll go on Allison. That is going to be her fourth. And she will come out of the game. That's Pencak over there across the baseline, but goes out. Indiana ball. That is Faro. Probably just going to drain the clock out. That's number 5. That's Seduku. And Stossel will hold it out and the deal. And it's sealed here. Your final score, Indiana 50, Kiski Area 28. Last time 53-24, so I don't know. But we thank you for tuning in to Pencak Sports Network, the Selfie Spot 8K Valley, and the We Serve First Foundation's tonight's presenting sponsors. Make sure to check out both Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I mean, this game was whatever. So Kiski Area they'll fall to 9-7 on the season, 3-5 in conference. Indiana, on the other hand, advances to 12-3, 6-1. Kiski Area will host Latrobe. Indiana will host McKeesport. We thank you for tuning in to Pencak Sports Network, and we will catch you next time.